Hey, Jack Squad, how everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. Gotta make it happen for yourself, right? Let me tell y'all something. I heard this song I hadn't heard in a long time. You know, I'm going through some little bit of something right now, right? Nothing, I get through it and get on with my life, right? But when you care about folks and stuff, sometimes the shit they go through, you feel it, right? You with it too, and then I got my own shit going on. But anyway, I heard this song yesterday. I was not the best of spirits yesterday, and I heard this song. I hadn't heard it in a long time, and this song means something to me because there was a time in my life that I had to move out of this one house. Well, this was years ago. My kids was little, and I had did my I had did my little vacation time, right? And I had to move out of this one house into another house. Yeah, I was moving out of that house into the other house, right? And I remember I had the U-Haul truck, and I said, I'm going to find me a house while I still have this U-Haul truck. You know, I'm a very determined individual, right? And when I think back on some of the stuff I did, I'm like, damn, I'm proud of me, right? So anyway, I know that people will help you and say they'll help you and this and that, but I like to do stuff on my own, right? So I knew I was putting my stuff in storage. I was stay with my sister, and I had promised myself I'm only gonna stay here 2 weeks because she lived with her dude, and I had 2 kids at that time. My oldest son was grown, and I said I'm just when I get my next paycheck, I'm out of here. So I'm gonna find me a place today. While I got this U-Haul, I'm gonna find me a place today. And that's what I did. And this song was on when I was in my truck, in this U-Haul truck, looking for me a place, right? And the song is I Believe by Sounds of Blackness. Y'all got to listen to that. It's very inspirational and motivational. It's called I Believe by Sounds of Blackness. It came out in the 90s, right? I think 94 or something. I don't know. But listen, y'all. I don't know, 94, 95, because I came home. But it was that song. I heard it yesterday, and I be taking little signs from God, right? Like I was feeling I was feeling away, and I heard that, and it was just like, oh yeah, okay. I know what I got to do, because it say believe in you, shit. If you don't believe in you, who else is? You got to believe in you. Can't believe in nobody else. You got to believe in you. That's why I always tell y'all to make it happen for yourself. You got to, shit. People will say they'll help you, and they probably will if you ask, but a lot of times you don't like to ask. You just like to try to make it happen, which is what I do, right? So anyway, y'all, listen to I Believe by Sounds of Blackness. Okay. So I'm going to, before I get started, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. All of my social medias is down in the description box, as well as my email and my Cash App. And again, if you guys could donate to my Cash App, it would be greatly appreciated and very much needed. But anyway, I'm telling y'all another dating story. Now, I got a lot of them, right? And I was trying to think of the one. It was one I had thought of a couple of weeks ago that I said I was going to tell y'all. But I can't remember which one it was. And I don't know if I even wrote it down. But don't worry, I got plenty. Goddammit, because, I just, like I told you, some of my friends is like, I ain't even on it no more. But I'm not, that ain't me. That's not me. I don't believe that God want me to be here on this earth by myself till I die. That's a long ass time. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I thought I might have wrote it down on here. I might have wrote it in my other one. I'm looking at some notes about something. But anyway, yeah. I had, let me just tell y'all the dating story that I'm going to talk about today and this is, it's not just one person, it's going to be several people, but I'm going to tell you a conversation I had with one person, right? So this story today is dating story is about trying to date a guy with no confidence, right? For me, confidence is one of the things on my characteristic list. I need you to have confidence, right? You have, just like I just told y'all, you have to believe in yourself. How am I going to believe in you? How am I going to date you if you don't believe in yourself? If you don't believe in you, how I'm going to do it, right? I like a guy with confidence. So it was a guy, this has happened to me lots of times. And this guy actually said it, right? This is what makes it so funny. So I was talking to him. We ain't went nowhere, did nothing. And he really wasn't my type. But I can, if you're nice, I'll talk to you because you just never know, right? And what I think happens is guys, when they realize that you are who you say you are, then it becomes a problem for them because you make them feel lesser than. I'm just going to put it like that. Lesser than. Not that we intentionally try to do that, but if you ain't got your game tight and you meet a woman who does, then you feel insecure. You feel less than. And a lot of times a guy will try to bring you down by saying something out of his mouth or, try to degrade you or something like that. I don't let that shit don't faze me, right? But the guys do that. For years and years, guys, when I was younger, guys would do that, and I didn't know it. I didn't pay any attention. But I catch on all the cues now. But anyway, I'm trying to think of this one guy I want to tell you about, or this other guy. I want to tell you about this other guy. Because we talking about liars, right? I ain't going to talk about the no confidence dudes. I'm going to talk about the liar dude, right? So, y'all, there's 4 things that a guy must have to start the conversation. Must we go over them again? Okay. He's got to have income. I don't say job anymore because he could be an entrepreneur. He could be retired. He could dig ditches, whatever he do. He must have an income. He must have a job. He must have a place to stay. And this is one I had to add recently, good sense. Because you can have all that and be crazy as shit. I done met him, right? Got to have a good sense. So I met this guy, and he was the type of dude that, I'm going to call him the debater. He want to debate. He want to debate all the time, or the devil's advocate. Whatever you say, he going to say the opposite, right? And it was cute and fun at first, but shit, nigga, I ain't got time to be trying to make you think how I think and do all that shit. I don't have time, right? So we were going to go on a date, right? See, every time I get ready to go, so they do something so drastic, I be like, I don't even want to be bothered. And I'm going to tell you what happened. So we had planned to go on a date, and we was going to go eat, and I think we was going to go to the park or something like that. Something. Because I never been a park girl, but I kind of want to do that, because he was cool, right? Now, he was of the Muslim faith, Islam. He was Muslim, but he wasn't practicing. I think he was Muslim when he was convenient for him to be Muslim. Because he said some shit about, this turns me off. And I didn't know it turned me off till I got to dating this. I done had about 2 or 3 guys tell me this. He didn't celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas in my house. First of all, that's when Jesus was born. That's first. But just say it wasn't no religion in it. I like Christmas because my family, we get together. I like to decorate my house at Christmas. Look, that's why I gotta hurry up and move. Because I usually decorate my house. I usually put my tree up the day after Thanksgiving. So I ain't got but a few more weeks. So I got to find something that I like and I can afford. But I like Christmas. That is one holiday that I like. Christmas and 4th of July. Now, a lot of black folks say we wasn't free, and we probably wasn't. But I like 4th of July because I like to pop fireworks. So it ain't really about what they say it's for. It's what we do on that day. So anyway, he had said he don't celebrate Christmas. That turned me off. I understand you Muslim, but that turned me off because in my mind, and this is what they do, he tried to explain it though. Christmas, I don't get a gift. I believe in Christmas, so where the hell my gift at, right? He said he'd do it the day before, the day after. So I said, well, you just sit in your house all day by yourself on Christmas? He said, yeah. That's odd. Just because you don't celebrate, you can go around your family still. You didn't got to. Because he said, and this is what the Negro told me, and I said, I know he a lie. He could be telling the truth, but he said, because they sing Christmas songs. Okay. I don't know no motherfuckers talking about la 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 la. I don't even know the Christmas songs. What is the Christmas songs, y'all? Deck the halls and all that. I ain't been to nobody's house and they did that shit. So anyway, they might do. They might do. But he said because they singing Christmas songs. So he don't have no parts of the Christmas. Okay. So he do it the day before or the day after. I don't want to date nobody that don't celebrate the holidays that I do, because I don't want to be on your journey with you. You have to find somebody. See, this is what guys need to understand. Find you somebody that's like you. Don't find somebody you like and then try to change them into you, because she's going to be miserable. And in the long run, she's going to be miserable, right? And so that was the first turn off. In fact, that's what this video is going to be called, Turnoffs. All right. So then, besides that, he liked to debate and play devil's advocate. If you say, well, you know, the sky's blue. I mean, he would get on my nerves with it. First, it was funny, like I said, but then it got nerve-wracking. You say the sky blue. Why you say it's blue? Don't look blue to me. Look like it's white. Well, say that then. It say it's blue and white. You know, he was one of them dudes. Like, you know, and it seemed like he was intelligent, but you was a little too smart for me. You was a little too, you was just a little too much, right? And so we talked about 2 weeks, y'all. Now, I done told him everything. It's like I tell y'all what I require from a man, what I like, what the characteristics. I asked the gentleman, what is it that you must have? A lot of guys be like, I don't know, nothing. You know, they don't go deep with it, right? Because I ask them, you know, I tell you what I like. I want to know what you like. Do you have a preference? A lot of times guys be like, no, she can be light skinned, dark skinned, big, fat. You know, they don't be having a preference. They just want anybody, right? I don't like that. That's a turn off too. Because know what you like. If you like a variety of women, say, you know, I like a variety of women, but a lot of guys be like, I don't know, just you cool, you know. Let me tell y'all something. We was almost a couple days away from the going out on a date, and I was looking forward to it because I ain't been nowhere, I ain't been out, you know, and I ain't been out with a guy, right? I was looking forward to it. He, you know, he was intelligent and he worked. He had a car. But I found this out about 2 days before the date. We was talking one night because we would have good conversations. I'm a conversationalist. I like to talk. We would have real good conversations, right? Laugh, giggle. You know, and I like conversations where I can cuss, because a lot of guys be like, oh, don't cuss. Ooh, you cuss. I like to cuss. So I know how to act like a lady when I need to be a lady, but if you're my friend, which is what you have to be in order to get with me, you have to be my friend first. I'm going to talk to you as if you're my girlfriend. So anyway, you know, we was talking, and I knew it wasn't going to really go nowhere, because first of all, he's Muslim. And I ain't wrapping up. I ain't doing none of that shit that they do. I respect your religion. Like I told him, I listen to Farrakhan. Farrakhan is a very bright man. You know, I've actually went to see him before, but that's not who I don't want to be in the nation, right? So, and I knew that's what that would end up being, right? Even though he wasn't practicing, but he was, when it was convenient to be with the nation. Matter of fact, he said he wasn't with the nation no more. He was a Sunni, which I know that he wasn't a practicing Sunni, because Sunnis are really strict with everything they're doing. So anyway, we were talking, and he knows what I like. He said, well, I ain't made it home yet. I said, you ain't home? And it was late, like 10:30. I said, you ain't home? He said, no, I'm at the office. Now, he worked for himself. He said, I'm at the office. I'm like, why are you still at the office? He was like, well, I'm going to sleep here. You going to sleep there? He's like, well, they got a bed, a TV, a little refrigerator. I said, why are you going to sleep there? Why you just don't go home? This is when he tells me, he never mentioned it, even though I've talked about it. He never said, oh, that's me. This is when he tells me that he lives with his sister and her husband. The sister and her husband. Now, if it was just your sister, that, you know, but the sister and the husband, where you at, in the basement? Like, how does that work, right? So, needless to say, and I'm sorry to say, it offended me. I was turned off. I was totally turned off by that, because you let this conversation go on for weeks, and you knew what I want somebody to have their own house. I've said why I like for somebody to have their own house. You know, I would like to go over your house, you come to mine. I would like to, you know, eat at your house, you eat at mine. That works for me. You not having your own place, or living with your brother, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your grandma, don't work for me. It just don't. You know, it don't work for me. Now, he had said that the pandemic hit him hard. He told me that prior to telling me he lived with his sister. The pandemic hit him hard, and, you know, I guess some of his contracts, and I get all that, right? But you do something else to get you some money. You know, he said he lost his house, and I know that's a crusher. He was paying for a house. He lost it. He said he lost his house. But then something else that turned me off about him. I'm saying, well, I'm going to try to invest in me some houses and stuff, for some, flip some houses, right? And he said, well, the best thing to do is to get you some condemned houses. I don't want no damn condemned house. So he tried to tell me that a condemned house, only reason why it's condemned is because you just don't have no lights and water. See, I don't like talking to people that think they know everything and don't know shit, or trying to convince me of the bullshit that you believe in. And I said, well, I don't want no condemned house. I'm not going to buy a condemned house. In Cleveland, condemned houses need a lot of work. A condemned house is just that, condemned. It's unlivable. That's what condemned means, unlivable, right? So he's trying to convince me and act, everything. He thought he knew more about everything. So I don't argue with you. I just know I'm not going to buy a condemned house. You go ahead and buy as many as you like, right? So he said he had lost his house. I want to say he said he had lost it last year. In my mind, it was enough time to have gotten you a place to live. Maybe not buy another house, but get you a place to live. Why are so many men content to live with other people? And I think it's because they're scared of the struggle. They don't want to go through the struggle. And they don't want to be that responsible. And in order to be a man and the head of my life and you have to be responsible. That's one of the things. That's why it's a turnoff for me if you don't. So I was turned off, but I didn't know how to say, we ain't going on that date. Because I knew right there when he said he lived in his sister's house with her husband, and sometimes he sleep in the office. Now, I know, people going through tough times, but I don't want to struggle with you. I don't, and I don't know you well enough. Because when you get out the struggle, then what? I don't know you well enough to struggle with you. Again, if I'm with you and we going through something and we go through it together, cool. But if you already you in your struggle and I'm in mine, that don't work. Because I don't know what's going to happen when you get out of your struggle. Are you going to still stay down with me? Or you going to go about your business and think you better than me because you didn't get out your struggle, right? I have to know you for that kind of stuff, right? So it turned me off, y'all. I'm sad to say that, but it did. It turned me all the way off. And I did not know how to tell him I'm not going out with you. Because in my mind, I'm thinking he probably can't even afford to take me out. Even though he said we can go anywhere. But initially he said the park. Park is free. Now that I'm thinking about it, park is free. That was his idea to go to the park, I believe. Maybe because I said I would like to go to the park. I do want to go to the park, but I got to really like you to go to the park with you, walk and hold your hand and stuff like that, right? But now that I think about it, because I said he probably don't have no money, because I don't want to be, I don't know if I told y'all about this date. I think I did tell y'all about that. I'm going to tell that story again. If I didn't tell it, I'm going to tell it again. When I went out with this guy and he had no money. Anyway, so I was thinking to myself, if we go out to eat. And he says, this time we could do whatever you want. Next time we're going to do what I want. Okay, I'm cool with that, right? But once he said he didn't have a place to live, I don't want to get into that, because in my mind I'm thinking, and it could not be the case, you going to try to move with me? I wouldn't mind living with a man. I would like to live with one. But he has to have his own house and his own everything. I know he know how to pay bills. He's responsible. He this, he that, right? For you to have been without a house for a year, and he said, well, his sister, the sister said, come on and come. Like I told y'all before, I stayed with my sister about 2 weeks, 2 of the damnness, right? And as soon as I got my little paycheck, I took the whole paycheck, finished paying the rent or whatever, and got my shit out of the storage. And me and my daughter and her girlfriend moved mattresses and shit and all the shit into my house, right? So, because it's I'd like to be in my own space. Matter of fact, what I did, I didn't do it like that. I paid the deposit. I had found the place. I told y'all, I found the place when I had the truck. Evidently, I paid the deposit. I found the place. When I got paid the next 2 weeks, I gave them the rent. And we laid on the floor. I went to the storage place, got some blankets and pillows, and we laid on the floor till I got paid again. And then I went and got my shit out of storage. That's how that went. I just thought about that. And me and my daughter and her best friend, which is my best friend's daughter, we moved our stuff in because my youngest, JoJo, was about 3 He bought 3, yeah. That's what I did. I went from paycheck to paycheck. Spent every dime of it. I gave them people they rent. And then I went to the storage place, got me some blankets and pillows and whatever I needed. And we laid on the floor till the next week. Because I got paid every week, till the next week. And then I went and got my shit out of storage. Got a truck, got my shit out of storage. That's how I did that. And a lot of times, like I said, guys don't be wanting to go through the struggle. They want to lean on somebody else. And it's okay. But you can't be my guy. I'm too strong of a woman for you to not be able to stand up on your own 2 feet. Now, I understand shit happens. Like he said, the COVID, and but you should have probably been working doing something else. And another thing turned me off. You talking about turn-offs. This was a Wednesday. He said he didn't work on Thursday and Friday. You ain't got nowhere to live. You need to be working on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. You need to be doing something, right? Like me on my spare time, y'all, I DoorDash. I do different shit. I'm not going, you need to be doing something. You ain't got nowhere to live. How you just chilling? And, he said it with pride. Matter of fact, that was a Thursday, Friday. We were supposed to go out that Friday. And I said, no, I don't want to because I got to give me some money. And then he said, well, Saturday he was going to help his friend move. So that means you didn't work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, probably not Sunday. That's too many days to not work and not have your own place. All of that was a turnoff to me, y'all. All of that was a big turnoff. The fact that you like to argue and debate and be devil's advocate, the fact that you live with your sister and them, the fact that you was a part-time Muslim, all of that was a turnoff to me. And the fact that you wasn't as hardworking as you needed to be. Because for me as a man, like I know how I get down. I do how I do, right? And I make full use of my day. Right? Full use of my day. And try to get me some money every day, right? So if you don't have nowhere to live of your own, you don't have no free days. And I'm only saying this because I lived this myself. Like I said, there's been times, especially when I had just got out from vacation, I had to do what I had to do, right? And I had to work. I had little kids. And I remember I used to, I didn't have a car, so I would walk. The bus wouldn't be running. The bus was running slow. I would walk. I wouldn't do this now. But it would be 5 in the morning, pitch black dark. And I walked way far up so I can get this bus to get to work, right? I had little kids. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a lot of shit. I'm going to tell you all that shit in my book. But I've done a lot of shit to take care of me and mine. So when I meet a guy and he's not doing what he's supposed to do, it's an automatic turn off for me. And I know somebody looking in this and saying, well, you got to give people a chance. Probably so. I just don't have the chance to give them, because I done did a lot of shit in my life to make shit happen for me. Again, make it happen for yourself. So my strength comes from within, right? My strength comes from the Lord. So if you're not doing all you can do and you in a situation, you definitely not the guy for me, because how you going to look out for me and take care of me and you ain't taking care of yourself properly? That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, he was not who he said that he was, and he let me go on and he let me talk about all the things I'm talking about, knowing that he was not up to par. As I even talked about guys that live with their mamas, I had that conversation. We laughed about it. You waited, you lied, you kept it to yourself. You kept it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? So that was a turnoff to me, because so if you lied about that or you withholding information is the same as a lie. So that was a turnoff. The fact that you live with your sister was a turnoff. The fact that you like to debate was a turnoff. The fact that you was a part-time, it was just too many. And I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I just said, well, I'm not going to call him. And I said, let me see what happens. So he didn't call me for a day or so. Then he called me and said, hey, stranger. Ain't no stranger. Shit, I'm just doing what I'm doing, right? And then he said, he was calling to see if we was still going to that date. I said, well, no, not Friday, because I got to get me some money. He said, well, Saturday ain't going to work for me because he was going to help somebody. Okay, I didn't care. I really didn't care because I knew I was never going with him anyway, right? I just didn't want to hurt his feelings and say it. Just hope that he fade off to blackness, which is usually what they do. They fade off. Once they realize that I realize who they are, they just fade on off, right? And that's what he did. He just faded on off. But anyway, y'all, that's my dating story about the guy that totally turned me off. He totally turned me off because he omitted the truth. And then when he said it, I guess I was supposed to be okay with it. And I think he thought that he could talk to me enough and I would like him enough to deal with him not having his own place. Don't work like that. Anyway, y'all, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. And comment. You know, I really love... Let me tell y'all this. I meant to speak on this on my other video. So, you know, there's a lot of times I see comments, but I can't comment back. So if I ever don't not comment, it's not because I went past, it's because I can't, right? It won't let me. When I hit it, it won't let me comment. So one of my subscribers, have been my subscribers from day one, was trying to comment on something, and I told her, I said, I can't comment. And she said, I think she said shadow ban. I don't know how that happens. I just don't know. So if I don't ever comment, I've had a couple of my subscribers do this. They just send me their comments in an email and we discuss it. Like I like the back and forth with my subscribers, right? I don't have a lot of subscribers now. Maybe when I get into thousands and thousands, I won't be able to do that. But right now, I can do that, right? So I like to comment on each and every comment, you know. But if I don't, it's because I can't. And I don't know how to make it, because there's a couple of places that I can see the comments. But on the notifications, it'll come up. I can see it, but it won't let me comment. On my studio, I don't even see the comment. So a lot of times I don't even see the comment until I go to the notifications, but then the notifications won't let me comment. So again, y'all, if y'all ever leave me a comment and I don't reply, it's not because I didn't want to, it's because I didn't see it or I can't. And feel free to email me, because a lot of my subscribers, we email. And there's certain subscribers like that live in my area that I am going to meet up with before I leave. I ain't forgot you. Also, when I do get to Atlanta, probably springtime, maybe this COVID will have went away a little bit. Springtime in Atlanta, I want to have a meet and greet. So prepare for that. We got to look and see what the COVID doing and if it decreases or whatever. But I would like to have a meet and greet with my subscribers who can, and I would tell you guys ahead of time so that you could plan your plane ride, your bus ride, your car drive, whatever. Because I want to see you all. Like, it's like I know you. You've been with me for a year and a few months, but I want to see you all. You know, I want to see you all and meet you, right? So I'm going to have that, depending on COVID, in Atlanta. I'm going to have a meet and greet, okay? Just keep that in mind, okay? I'm looking at spring, but if we got to see what COVID doing, you know, because y'all know I'm a scaredy cat, right? But anyway, y'all, that's my dating story about the guy that was the super duper turnoff. He was a super turnoff, right? And you know, I meet guys a lot, and I talk to some, you know, I talk because they're interesting until they're not interesting, right? I try to give everybody a chance because you know. I do like a certain type of a man, but if you can hold my attention with a conversation, I will talk to you. Shit, who knows? We might fall in love. So I will talk to you, but something always come up, y'all. Something always come up. And it ain't me. I swear to God, it ain't me. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button. If you can donate to my channel, please donate. I'm trying to move and get shit situated. And what else? Hit the bell. And y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.